There we are.
Hello.
Hello, Teitur.
Hello, California. Yay.
Yeah, it's light and bright out here.
I can see
Um,
you have all the slides. I, I'm in pitch darkness, in fact.
of of course, all my light is artificial. I'm just I for
I imagine,
controllability, I close the
I
window.
imagine this is California Yay sunlight.
Actually, part of it is there's a little unavoidably streaming through a skylight.
Mm,
And I woke up early this morning. I got up. I met my friend Matt at 6:30 a.m. and we
mm-hmm.
hiked up to some hot springs.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so I started my day with a really great hike into the hills, and then
Mm.
slipped on a rock and like smashed my leg and my ribs on the rocks and
Oh,
fell
really?
into the hot springs.
Oh no.
So
Wait,
I
so
got
how hot springs? So how does it work? So
got
it's
my ice pack.
oh no. But so is it hot springs? I imagine is hot water coming from the ground, or
Yes,
yes. So is it not? So there's cool springs and there's hot springs.
yes.
Uh
The
huh.
cold springs are not hot. They're not necessarily any colder than any other spring,
Mm. But
but they're
wouldn't you
just
prefer to trip into a cool spring though? If you got injured.
honestly, it's 6:30 in the morning. I appreciated the heat,
Mm.
but anyway, so I just started my day by injuring myself. So I've been like groaning, like this is like
Oh, that
walking up
sounds
and down.
awful. That
It
sounds
could be
awful.
so much worse. I've been watching this silly kung fu thing, and there's be grateful for your pain. It means you're still alive. So
You are currently being grateful for your pain,
I'm currently
as we
being
speak.
grateful for my pain.
That's good.
Um, and how many hours of sunlight do you tend to have per day now? Out in
Well, it got dark. Was it? I think just after 6. I noticed. So in the evening at 6, and then it gets light around. I think 8 in the morning. I mean, it's changed. It changed in January,
Mhm.
so now the days are longer. But in the winter, the darkest winter, it's around 3:30 or so. That's
Yeah,
when the White Walkers they come.
I
Uh,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
and everyone's writing epic tragedies in their
Oh yeah.
in
Yeah,
their grass
missing
topped house.
and writing about the White Walkers. Yeah.
Perfect. It's so good to see you. It's been way too long.
Yeah. When
Um,
was the last time we hung out? Was that in I think that was in California. Was it when we were driving in Compton or what? Or
yeah, we
I can't
got.
remember
Oh
the last time.
God, we were. What was it we were looking for? There was like some.
I, Me didn't know how big Compton was either. So
Yeah,
or there was some sort of misunderstanding that took us an extra hour or something. I can't remember what
you
were we
picked me
looking
up
for
at the
some
train station, and then were
right?
we trying to get to some deli or something?
Oh yeah, I was going to meet with a friend in a deli, right?
And it turned
Or
out
I
there was another
mistaken?
deli by the same name in the middle of Compton or something, and we
Yeah,
just
something
ended
like
up
this.
doing this endless drive through Los Angeles, like getting absolutely nowhere that we'd thought we were going.
But actually driving in LA and Los Angeles, California is the best. I really enjoy. I know traffic is bad, but I really think it's a special thing. Driving in California,
Hmm.
it's it's uh it's its own thing.
Well, and in Los Angeles in particular, uh, my former spouse and I, we rarely fought. Like we were tended to get along very well.
Mhm.
Good on the friend side, and one of the things that could make us like start bickering was driving in Los Angeles. It was like
Yeah.
one of the only things. Almost every time we went down
Mhm.
there, like the stress level in the car would
Sure,
just get
sure.
to this point where we're arguing, and it was
Yeah.
like only in Los Angeles traffic.
Sure, it's the worst in the daytime. When it comes forward, you're going to Santa Monica or something. That's the worst. But I'm talking midnight. You're cruising. You found a
Hmm.
great station,
Yeah.
and or you're driving up the coast, or that thing is super special. That's like being
Yeah.
an auto run, or what it's called.
It's true. Well, it's the late, if you get into LAX and it's perfectly timed where you get to drive up the coast
Hmm.
at night, at sundown. I picked
For
up
sure.
the first time my daughter came, Sophia, the first time she came back from university. Um, I,
Hmm.
I tried to do what I always do, which is rent the cheapest possible car. And it was one of those like,
Hmm.
oh, we don't have the compact, but would you mind for the same price taking the convertible T-Bird up? I was like, okay, and I was thinking this is going to embarrass my daughter who's like in love with, trucks from the 30s and like, charismatic older cars.
Mm.
And we get it and she's like, "Daddy, can we put the top down?" And we just drove back
Mhm.
on the coast the whole 2 hours and
Mhm.
top down and she's like, "I'm in California again."
It's
So,
totally a California thing.
is there
But
a Faroese equivalent? What is the like
now the Faroese equivalent is me playing auto run. When I'm 10, and there's the pixelated thing, and you can see that the girlfriend's hair is going like this, and you're driving. That's my only version. But we basically have roads, and you can go that way or that way, and you can't. Yeah, there was actually a radio uh, sequence about a lady who got lost last year. It was like a big news story.
That's the big news.
Yeah.
Oh, no armed insurrections at the Capitol.
No, man.
You're so boring out there. Although you do
No,
have the
nobody
views,
got
I have
lost.
to say, the unexpected waterfalls and the
Mhm.
cliffs. If there's anybody in the audience who has not actually seen a picture of the Faroe Islands, it is one of the most stunningly beautiful places on the planet.
It's
Um,
like the Shire, but we think of the White Walkers here.
yeah.
Not
Well,
the
and it's
same at
all
all, but
there's no grass. It's just all
mhm,
moss.
yes.
Peat. It's
But
pretty
you know
amazing.
what? This was like our perfectly rehearsed. Um, what do you call it? Script for today.
Mm,
It dictates that now I of course play the song about driving in California. Ha!
perfect. I want to
Yes,
hear that.
right. Because I was thinking that would be the perfect.
If you are in
Song.
fact in possession of such a song, I would at this moment love
I am
nothing more
indeed.
than to hear it. Whoops, wrong person. Ah,
Ah,
wait,
see what I
how
did
do I
there.
switch you? Wait just a second. I'm being a poor director.
Am I back here?
Oh, you are here.
Okay. I boarded the plane, thought I'd said all my goodbyes. My level's good. I bear no regrets, I'm only sorry how time flies. A man next to me says the city is so shallow. And me, I'm looking down, I see a city full of soul. And I can hardly wait to see those lights again. A part of me remains, I'm forever changed. You're always almost there. It's a love and hate affair. I believe them when they say you never leave LA. I've retraced the steps of all the stars on the boulevard, and no one thinks about what it took to get that far. And others who have tried, they were only left there hanging. And all those broken dreams could have filled up Laurel Canyon. These California skies put a fire in my eyes, and I could drive for miles with the ocean by my side. You're always almost there. It's a love and hate affair. I believe them when they say you never leave LA. 39,000 high above the ground. And if I were in the driving seat, I could have turned this plane around. And I can hardly wait to see those lights again. A part of me remains. I'm forever chained. You're always almost there. It's a love and hate affair. I believe them when they say you never leave LA. Yeah.
That was beautiful. I love that
Yay.
song.
Thank
Yay!
you. That worked out.
Yeah, I feel
And
like
the
I
sound-
want to do. I want to do the like. You're good. Are you good?
Yeah, the sound's okay, or what? Was there a?
Sounds
It's
great.
okay, right? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
all good.
Good.
Um,
Ah,
yeah, that's a beautiful. I feel like I need to do the thing we'd do if we were at the Bluebird and like be like, "Well, I got a song about LA.
yeah.
I'll do that. Why not? Why not?"
Yeah, but you totally should though.
I,
You have what California song do you have? Or you have a Faroe Islands song, maybe about islands
oh, I do
maybe
have.
or the sea.
I have California Wasted.
There you go.
There you
See what
go.
I just said there? Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that one with way too much reverb, and I think also I need to look at this and see if I've gotten. Wait 1 second. There were
And also
people.
I can't play with you because there's probably going to be delay situations, right?
I know, which is really sad. Which just
Mm,
means I'm gonna have to come back out and see you at your home again. Uh,
yes, please.
I really can't wait to travel and tour and play shows with you again. I
Yeah, you
really
have to come over now. And
okay.
maybe in the winter, next winter.
Winter. I'm so
Yeah.
scared of winter there.
But it'll be good for you. You would find it interesting, I think.
I should. It would thicken my skin. I remember walking with you and Jonas and like a couple of other people through. We were in Copenhagen and or probably Christiania, and somebody saying like, "Ah, it's cold outside," and somebody looking and going, "What? You call yourself a Viking?" Like, just
But you know, you have introduced a phenomenon here in the Faroes that when you were here,
uh-huh.
you were it was a day and you walked really far. I think you walked over the mountain. You went
We
to
walked
the
from Torshaven to your house,
right, which is
and we
quite a
did it
long
by
walk.
the golf course or whatever. Like
Yeah, you
just
just walked over the mountain, right?
uh-huh.
But being Glenn, you did so with bare feet. You came with your shoes in your hand, right? And
Yeah.
then you said, "Oh yes, this is very nice walking, walking without your shoes," and I thought that was very strange, and so and then you told me about it. Oh yes, this thing also it's called grounding or something, right? That you do this and it's good for you and you feel great in your feet and it makes a lot of sense, because it's soft grass. And then I started doing this. I started experimenting, doing wild things. After you're gone, I sometimes take off my shoes when I'm walking in the mountains here. Sometimes take off my shoes, put my feet into the water. It's very crazy, but I started doing that.
Mm.
You don't do that here. And then when I tell people are like really, oh, okay,
I got
that's
it from
really
a friend
weird.
in
Yeah,
California.
yeah. And then they think you're super strange.
The secret though was walking across there, and I was with Dusty at the time, and actually she took off her shoes first.
Hmm.
Was is that moss is so like delightfully squishy. I mean, we hit a few
Mm.
patches of rock that were unavoidable, but um, it's just it's the most delightful surface to walk on. I mean, and I'd never my feet had never, it's better than a lawn. It's like that moss
But
is
it
just
just sucks that people stop the car and ask if you're okay, you know? 'Cause like,
did somebody steal your
yeah, yeah,
shoes?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd forgotten about that. Okay, I'm gonna sing California Wasted because
Yay.
it's about California. Because why not?
Yay.
Yay. Whoops. No time. Where did the time go? What was I thinking? No compass, no map, no sail on the mast. This boat is sinking. We're going down, there's too much in my head right now. Got no way to slow it down. No one's gonna pull me out. No, I still make the same mistakes. Oh, California's wasted on me. Stare at the sun, let fire fill my eyes. See nothing but light, an endless day to banish the night. I could set this right, but there's too much in my head right now. Got no way to slow it down. No one's gonna pull me out. No, I still make the same mistakes. Oh, California's wasted on me. The line where the ocean meets the sky. I've been hoping I could see a sign, hoping I could see a sign. There's too much in my head right now. Got no way to slow it down. No one's gonna pull me out. No, I still make the same mistakes. Oh, California's wasted on me. I still make the same mistakes. I'm wasted out in California. Too much in my head right now. I'm wasted out in California.
Hey, that sounded great.
Thank you, friend.
Nice. Yeah, man, that was grooving.
Is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I even got a request for that. I got to throw in a couple of requests here and there. That's for Mike and his son.
Mike and his son.
Born 7 years ago. Didn't say the name of the son. But he does have a son born 7 years ago and asked for that song. So there you go.
Got it.
A lot of birthday requests today, which we may or may not get to all of. Sorry to birthday people, but Teitur.
You think
We're
like,
going to do our thing.
That's
What?
a crazy idea. Like, what if all the people that listen to you have the same birthday around the same time? You know how it works? Like sometimes relatives, they sort of have the family. You find out.
Yeah,
oh,
clumping.
My family, they're all like from August or something.
We
And
are
then
lousy
I wonder
with
if
Capricorns.
I wonder if you get a lot of requests like in this month.
Apparently, Groundhog Day is like today. We have Richard Hughes. Happy birthday, Richard. We have Jennifer Akers Bubb. Uh, happy birthday to you, and happy birthday specifically from Amy Jean. And we got Amy Arago, who also has a birthday today. So it's just like this. It's an explosion of.
It's a big birthday day.
It's a big birthday day. Yeah. Um, they're good. Can you see, out of curiosity, the chat in your view of this
I
screen?
can if I do this thing, but I sort of put it away because I find myself reading it.
Yeah, I get distracted really easily, but
But
that's why
I think it's fun to read it. But it's a yeah. I don't know. It makes you a little. It's strange.
yes, it bifurcates the attention. I tend to there's the people who've been watching the live casts. A large group of them call themselves squirrels, and
Squirrel.
it's I think a reference to the movie Up with the talking dog
Oh right, yes,
who goes,
brilliant.
"I love you, squirrel," and so. Because I look at the chat and then
Oh, I see.
I forget what song I'm singing and I just like come to
Totally.
a screeching halt. Uh,
But
so,
I saw Diane was on there. Hello, Diane.
but yeah, Diane, people are requesting songs and telling you they
Mhm.
love you, just so you know.
Okay, but can I write into this thing if I
You
write?
can also write into that thing. Yes, you can type a
Okay.
message. I'm not sure
Uh,
how they see it or how it appears, but I believe you can. And I think you can even write to individuals. Um,
oh, I don't know. Can I check?
oh, you may need to write to a specific page. I wonder if Restream will send it to all.
Oh, I see.
Um,
Oh wait, there's a private situation here.
hello. There's a private situation. Yeah, you can really go deep in this.
Oh yeah. Wait,
Oh
where is?
yes, if you just do Restream, it sends it to all the formats,
Okay.
um, or at least it tries to send it to all the
Oh,
formats.
Andrea. Someone. Andrea. Hi, Andrea. And Christina and Molly and Diane. Diane. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
many sweet people.
Yeah. This is good.
Okay, they see the messages. So we can communicate. We have established two-way communication. Um, also, the thing we're doing today is just for those who haven't looked into the title of the show. We're doing a benefit for Amnesty International today,
Mm-hmm.
and so the amnesty.org, I believe that address is on Facebook if you're watching there, and if you're on, I mean, I'm sorry, on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, I couldn't get. I tried to find if there was a Faroese or a Denmark branch that had a
There
donate
totally is.
button.
Oh, I see.
There,
Totally. Mhm.
there's a branch, but so I'm sending it as close as I can. So if you donate on Facebook, that button will donate to Amnesty International Norway. Uh,
Mhm.
so I figured I would go as
Tomato, tomato.
Scandinavian as I could. What?
You're like tomato, tomato. But
Tomato, tomato, but it's in the region.
but that's totally a thing. Like say if you watch a big blockbuster movie and someone is playing a Norwegian, but his name is Sven, then all the Scandinavians are like, oh God, they gave him a Swedish name. He's playing he's in
They
Norway.
think we're all the same.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I live in northern North America, where uh, I would assume that about half the people in North America, or at least in the United States of North America, would not. If you ask them if Mexico was in North, South, or Central America, would not say North. They'd say, no, it's the U.S. and Canada. Duh. Anyway, but Amnesty International does amazing work for human rights around the world, letter writing campaigns, helping especially for people who've been incarcerated for speaking truth to power, or just speaking, or just being. Do you have additional
You know that
comments?
they one of their first branches they opened was actually in the Faroes. That was one of the first
Hmm.
places. I can't remember the story exactly, but I think it was the main person who started it that met someone and then they made an office here. So it always has a really had a really strong presence on the Faroes, which is funny. And one of the things they did, which is they made a record in I think the 80s, I suppose, or early late 80s, I think, and this was not usual to make records. There weren't that many records made, and this Amnesty record was like properly made, you know, well recorded, and people really sort of stepped up. All the musicians, they made songs about Amnesty, and it became one of the most popular records in Faroese language. That is like this Amnesty record.
That's beautiful.
Classic, yeah, it's like a classic record. And when they made the second record, there's another album that came in, I think, 2013 or 12, I think. And at this time, there was a competition to write an Amnesty song, which is kind of a tricky thing, you know.
Yeah.
Amnesty. But
I have one, but it's not about that. I have one called Amnesty.
There's one where you spell the Amnesty, you know, like YMCA. But what's funny is that there was a competition, and I was one of the judges, you know, for choosing the songs.
Mm-hmm.
One of the organizers was my then wife, so that's how I met Ingelin.
Oh wow!
She was working for Amnesty, and I was she was coordinating this second Amnesty album.
Okay.
And working for Amnesty, so that's why Amnesty also has a special place in my heart.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Hey,
It is. It has a good ring to it.
Right?
This has been the weird. Somebody in the chats, I saw somebody saying like, "And what about the president of Myanmar?" Like the Aung San Suu Kyi thing is one of the saddest, weirdest stories of. I don't know. Is it the Ouroboros or like just from like human rights hero to genocidal scoundrel.
That was quite a turn.
If you're gonna go big. It's just like couldn't you have stopped at like grift? You know, just why can't we have nice things? Would you play a beautiful song?
Oh yes.
Or it can be an ugly one, whatever you like.
I should play in our perfectly rehearsed script now. Here's the next song called Amnesty.
Oh.
No, I don't know how.
N-E-S-T-Y.
No, wait. I know that Diane requested Josephine, right?
Mm.
Should I play that?
Yeah, people have requested that. People have requested One and Only. So.
Okay, cool. Let me do that.
Would you do me one favor and just really quickly double check the advanced settings in
Sure.
on Restream?
Yes, sir.
And make sure that the noise suppression is off?
Oh, wait. Let me see. So you want the chicken foot inside of the noise suppression or no?
Empty.
Ticked? Empty. Oh, so I see.
And echo cancellation. Empty.
Also
empty.
Empty. And stereo audio input engaged.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
so
I'm feeding
I changed
it for some reason.
I changed it, so it should be better now, huh? Or no?
Wait, the stereo made things funny. I would turn the stereo off.
Okay. So stereo. Also, yeah.
No, it's still funny. It's still funny.
It's still funny.
Weird.
Yeah, I feel like something happened when I did the.
Your voice got very distant all of a sudden. Maybe just bring it back. I'm sorry about that.
There.
Mike sounds muted now.
Ha. Is it better now?
No, it's really weird. I'm so sorry.
You have an echo, Ben, it says. So now you have the echo.
No, my echo is gone now. But if you have the chicken foot not in echo cancellation and not in noise suppression, and if I'm going through your headphones and not your speakers, then we should all be.
Sure.
It should be good. It's just sounding strange now to me. Like I'm not hearing you properly anymore.
Can you not hear me properly anymore?
Well, try playing into your mic. Let's see if unmute or change the angle.
I dreamt I was back. Pirates and
No, I can't hear you at all.
I guess it's only in Glen World there's echo. So many Glens. So maybe your feedback.
Oh well, let's go back to the. Let's just put it back.
Maybe you're feeding back into mine. You're feeding back into mine, maybe. I don't know what's happening.
Could you guys hear Josephine clearly though? Or?
Sounds fine out here. Says he's good. I can hear.
Oh no, they're
him.
saying they hear him fine, but I can't hear you. Oh, this is fucked up, man. I've had weirdness with Restream before and the audio. I think your audio is fine, but some now weird.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so wait, let me do it like it was, which is like this. So try now.
They can all hear you fine. It's on my end. Let me see if I can change something.
This is really hashtag 2021 streaming situation. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's on my end. It's a Restream issue. I'm sorry. Now I can hear you again. I had to reset. When you reset your settings, I had to reset my output. That's
okay.
We've learned something about Restream. It's interesting. I've used this and I've used StreamYard, and this offers a few things that the other doesn't. Now I'm getting routed through your main audio.
Okay, weird. Huh? But is it
when you're done
cool
when you're done singing? Switch it back to echo suppression.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience, everyone.
All right. I dreamt I was back. I gotta put this on. Right. I dreamt I was back with pirates and cats and my Somerville. A girl in the alphabet shirt, covered in dirt, lives on that hill. Oh well, my sweet Josephine, are you still racing stray knocks across the old stream? My neighborhood queen, are you still kissing cowboys that cry Josephine? She stole my grandmother's watch, a treasure to touch, to keep time to herself. And her mind was a very big house. We got lost there for hours until August fell. Oh well, my sweet Josephine, are you still racing stray knocks across the old stream? My neighborhood queen, are you still kissing cowboys that cry Josephine? You say you're alright, but Josie, it's time. You gotta get your feet on the ground. But she says no, don't you see, we have wings. It's the funniest thing. It's just that no one knows. No one knows. Sweet Josephine. Well, my sweet Josephine, are you still racing stray knocks across the old stream? My neighborhood queen, are you still kissing cowboys to cry Josephine? My neighborhood queen, are you still kissing cowboys to cry Josephine? Hey.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
Thank you. Hey, and thank you for singing that the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sounded really nice. I was so moved here.
Oh,
and I
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. All right, that was on my birthday. That's
was...
how it. Yeah, that's how it was.
Yep, I took one of your gifts and gave it back to you. It was a regifting.
Right, regifting, rewrap.
Yeah.
But so, what are we in name songs territory now, or what?
Oh, do I have any name songs? I don't know if I have any name songs.
Amnesty.
I guess I'll just do Amnesty because it's another yeah. It's because it's apropos. So okay, I'm just gonna.
I mean, that is a name song.
It is.
Right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, look, I'm big now. I'll mute you so it's not all echoey. Okay. Kisses at the door, gather round the table, papers laying wait, envelopes to mail, barking at my heels, I'm trying to be stable. Just leave me in the bag, I'm going soon again, dreaming of unpacking, someday I can stay, call you when I can, it's just another day. Miles tonight. Oh, feels a little hard to find. I'm trying to get some glimpse of grace from across this endless sea. Would you offer amnesty? Would you offer amnesty? Points along the path, moments strung together, give up on arrival, trying to remember everything should matter, nothing lasts forever. How could I have known it's braver to surrender, cast off your coat, shiver in the weather, all the time wasted chasing buried treasure. I see and offer amnesty and offer amnesty. And can't come home now. No, can't go home, can't go home, can't go home. Feels a million miles tonight. Oh, feels a little hard to find. We're all stumbling towards the light, and we beg to be. Would you offer amnesty? Would you offer amnesty? Would you offer amnesty? Would you offer amnesty? Would you offer Do-do-do.
Cool.
I got to show this particular comment right now. Amnesty makes me want to drive fast. And I take the lyrics and feel a little depressed. I was actually, with that song, trying to achieve, there's a song by, what is the name? By Shearwater called An Animal Life or Animal Life. And that was my, like, blasting on the speakers when everything in my life was falling apart, driving too fast and feeling really sad song. And it's a great song. It's really heroic.
What's it called again? I gotta check it out.
Animal Life.
Animal Life.
From the album Animal Joy. And it's, oh man. And surging at the blood's perimeter, the half-remembered wild interior of an animal life.
Is that the title or the line?
That's like the last line in the song. Surging at the blood's perimeter, the half-remembered wild interior of an animal life. Just like it's it's such a good song.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to play a little song or do a little dance?
I can play. I would. Yeah, let me play something. I don't know really what to play.
Are you sure you don't want to dance?
You don't want to see me dance. I have to.
I've only seen you snake dance, but that's a different thing.
Yeah, I have to be very, very drunk.
You showed me. I could remember it for a while. You taught me the footwork. And I forgot it.
Oh, right, that one. Yeah, sure. That one I know. The ring dance. Yeah.
The ring dance.
Yeah, it's not a very emotional one. It's very sort of practical.
You keep it inside, but you do move.
It's two steps forward and one step back, and then
it's about all I can handle.
But I've seen someone right before they started doing it. Often it takes a while to do these dances, and I saw that person sort of look up, and then sort of the eyes, the white in the eyes, sort of going into trance mode before doing that. I thought, wow, that's actually pretty cool.
I feel like that's what they're for. Like,
you could kind of do that.
Well, it's one of the things that in starting, like, finding, some more, the purpose of song and ritual, right? Mm-hmm. And how it functions, whether it's kirtan, which is, the lyrics are usually basically like name of God and something like yes, or sing it, right? It's like Shiva. Yes.
Like mantras.
Yeah, they're mantras. And you do them over and over. And I feel like there are these songs that are that repetition, and it becomes breath work. It becomes like this whole body regulation where if you're doing that same thing, then your pulse, your breath, everything in your metabolism like switches into the service of this phrase and goes deeper and deeper. But there's also, it's like in the epic songs, I was wondering about this, like in those 30 verse Viking epic, right? Like these songs that don't end.
120.
Yeah. I mean, that's amazing. And it's another, that's more like the Ramayana, like learning like these exceptionally long prayers, or these and it's a whole other type of trance to be able to go through like that ritual of this long form and like singing the entire
and you repeat, usually it's the same sort of same sort of melody that just gets repeated over and over and over again. And often the same melody is used for different kinds of words, so you sort of reuse the melody, and then you make new words, or if you want to write some words about something, then you apply that to that sort of chant.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing.
But I think those things are made for trance. And there's something about singing the same. I've done some. I think I don't know if I told you or not. I did these grief ceremonies, which actually are like my idea of a party. They're amazing,
How does it work?
Well, there's like some preparation and talk, and it's new agey feely stuff that you would probably hate. But the ceremony itself,
I have to take off my shoes, you mean, or what?
No, you well, yeah. When you step in the yurt, you take off the shoes. But But then the basis of a grief ceremony, and this was kind of brought over. It was Sabamfu, and I forget the other person there. They were near Ghana. I'm really terrible now and not remembering what the country was. But in any event, they kind of brought over this. They were kind of tasked by a bunch of elders with bringing this thing to the States like a while ago, and because they were like, the problem with Westerners is they don't know how to grieve. They just carry all their grief with them. They don't know how to hold each other in community. They don't have a village, and so they need to learn how to grieve together. And so you sing this song that's like a 30-second song. You know, it's, hey, oh, grandmothers, hear us, hey. And you sing this song that's 30 seconds long for probably 4 hours straight. And like you're drumming or you're singing or you're howling and weeping. And if you're howling and weeping, you're just held. Everybody keeps singing with you. And you do it until you're done. And then you get up and you sing and other people go do it. And it's this kind of wild thing, but 4 hours into it, it's like you start getting it. Like by the third hour, you have no veneer anymore. There's no need to act cool for anyone. You're so deep in it that you forget about your guard, keeping your guard up. You stop worrying about how you look. You stop worrying about how you seem to other people, and you go to wherever you need. And I mean, grief gets stored in the body. And I will say, of any natural high, like, you want to feel really good, like cry until you can't fucking breathe. Like cry until like there is snot running down your nose on the ground and you can't even move because you've exhausted yourself, and you will wake up the next day feeling like $1,000,000. And like do that 2 or 3 times a year. It's great. Anyway, that was a long description, but but I mean, that's also where those songs take you. And if you're wanting to get into like your ancestors and your family and your community, like I just think like, 3-hour songs, they do a different thing than 3-minute songs.
Sure.
And we've kind of lost, I feel like of the things we've lost of kind of our indigenous natures, and it's funny, even in my case, I had a friend at one point who's, she's Persian and was talking about like, why don't you sing any, like you're singing these Spanish songs and these other, why don't you sing any like Ashkenazi Jewish songs or Welsh songs, or like you have this, you have this, whole ancestral thing, and and I'm like, yeah, but my ancestry is weird. And she's just like, every ancestry is weird. Like, so stop picking and choosing, like embrace your own weird instead of like idolizing your favorite little sliver of every other culture. And I think it's great advice, but I still haven't taken it.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you just sort of make a playlist, and then that's your. We have Berührungsangst, you call it, a fear to touch some of those things that are right there,
But I am envious of people who've grown up in an older culture, and in a culture that's worked out. I mean, that's the thing. Those technology, I will call it a technology of belonging, right? A song and a dance that like you as a member of the society know and understand, and that everyone in that society knows. And you go to an Irish bar and you hear it, especially in Ireland, and there are the songs everybody knows, and there's the songs people sing when they work together, when they raise kids together, when they get married, when they and that all of that is it's so rich. And we have kind of here, it's the songs of our various ancestors from these various places that we're not really tied to anymore, and it's a real loss.
Well, those kinds of songs, they usually have a practical job. They're supposed to make you sleep, or make you grieve, or make you cry, or to get you to work, and those are always the sort of songs that they have a practical origin, or it's for storytelling, it's for making something epic, it's and in places
sometimes sexual healing.
Sometimes sexual healing.
I get that
Yeah. it's super interesting.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
Should we play like something super non-traditional, maybe, or
I'd say play whatever you want. Do you have any songs about social media?
about social media?
I don't.
Uh, I have a waiting. You know my waiting song. I have a waiting song.
I remembered you were doing a whole project that was kind of on.
Yeah, I tried to write songs about super mundane things that you don't really make songs about. Uh, like when nothing is happening and when you're waiting, and there was the record I made an album uh, where it's on the cover is the tree in Santa Barbara, the big tree.
Oh, the Morton Bay fig tree.
Yeah, the old fig tree. That's on the cover of the album. And maybe should I play that?
If
And maybe you all will hate me now, but it's about waiting, and you can sing it for your kids too. Uh, okay, maybe I won't play the whole thing. It goes like this. Okay. If you if you wait, if you wait up, if you wait a little longer, if you wait a little longer then, if you wait a little longer than you, if you wait a little longer than you normally would, the most amazing, the most amazing thing, the most amazing thing may appear. If you wait a little longer than you normally would, the most amazing thing may appear. If you wait a little longer than you normally would, the most amazing thing may appear. If you wait a little longer than you normally would, the most amazing thing it goes like that may appear, and then it just goes on and like that for a really long time, and you wait some more and sort of really embrace that embarrassing silence. And then in the end, it goes something I can't remember the chords now, but most likely nothing will happen. And then it ends. It's my waiting song. Yeah.
I approve. I approve.
Yeah.
I like that.
See, it's a real. It gets the show bopping immediately. Always. Everyone
Uh,
left now. Come
did
back.
everyone leave?
No, I'm just
Oh, a
kidding.
lot of people did, didn't they? But that always happens. They got to go
Yeah,
back to work.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Yeah.
I wonder. I may try playing this for you just because it's the last song.
Mhm.
Last song I wrote. I've been doing this thing with Matt the electrician. Still has been doing
Yeah.
his title every week, and so a couple weeks ago it got backed up. So there was The Next Room was one of the titles, and Brand New Blue was the other title.
Mhm.
And so
Euro song, a new one.
yeah, this was last
Yes.
week's. So
Oh,
okay. Woo. Brand new blue. Wait, I'm forgetting what my chords were. Okay, we'll see if I can remember it. Brand new blue, same old scene. One more day, one less dream. The time just slips away. Could be sun, could be rain. Go outside, nothing's changed. My words won't do it justice, and everything's been said. Bed by 9, wake by 5. 4 white walls for one small life. The little things that matter, the dull edge of the knife. Maybe something's waiting in the next room. Maybe something's changing, but probably not soon. Probably not soon. Brand new blue, one more round. Stand and sway on shifting ground. I'll see you when it's over, if we're both still around. Maybe something's waiting in the next room. Maybe something's changing, but probably not soon. Probably not soon.
Yeah. Cool. I like it.
Fun. Quarantine happy songs.
Yeah, it's good.
I wrote it just before my last good big cry.
Did you record it also?
Just on my iPhone. I just did the iPhone thing and sent it in. So on a
But
stack of.
when you make a song like that, don't you record it in your house or no? You just go iPhone.
I just recorded in the iPhone. I should be recording things. I've been in such a. It's funny. Like I started doing the live casts, and so between that and the song circles on Tuesdays and recording things for people and doing the Toad record, I like pretty much haven't had the extra headroom.
Sure.
And so there are times where there's a bunch of songs I'd love to record and get done. I also want to do kind of a solo acoustic record just because I've been playing this way. Not a live thing, but something that's like the live cast, and have a friend video it and do a bunch of single songs like that. And I just haven't. I feel like kind of go through my days and then the day's over and I still haven't gotten everything done. And the thing that has to happen is the live cast and the stage it and the song circle. And so there's nothing left. You know the feeling.
Yeah, I do.
So, yeah, it's a matter of getting my priorities. And I think as soon as the Toad record, that's part of the do you get depressed when you finish your record?
No, I don't think so. I think I get I feel more relief. I think like, oh, or I don't think I feel repressed. I feel, or maybe I'm just lying to myself. I I think what I'm feeling is I'm happy that it's sort of a big project is over, and then I'm extremely excited about the next one. Like, yes, now I can finally do that other thing. I think that's what happens with me when.
Yeah, I get excited about the finishing of it and the being able
Yeah.
to have it done with. Like, I love that, and I love getting to have the room for the next project, and I feel like all kinds of creativity and ideas come back.
Mhm.
But when I think of the work of releasing an album
Mhm.
and like all my stories around that, that just kills me. Like
Yeah.
it's the work to put it out and the inevitable disappointment of the shrinking music world, right? And then it's just this like how to care about it and love it and release it into the world and do the necessary work without getting emotionally tied up in a way that's a setup for disappointment. And does that make sense?
Yeah, sure, sure. I think it's I call it the Jesus cross, like you have to go out on the big, on the road and carry the cross with you everywhere. But
Yeah.
I think it depends on the project though. Like I think sometimes you can find ways to do it where it feels like an execution or whatever, where it's like very satisfying. It depends, I think, on the sort of setup. I don't
I've been
know.
trying to figure out a way to kind of mitigate my expectations, my historical expectations, right, which are really terribly skewed. Uh,
Mm,
because there's ways I can tell my story, and that it's like, you know, uh,
mhm.
yeah, I was really successful when I was a kid, and it's all been downhill. Or I can, be like, wow, I have such a deep and intimate relationship with an audience, and I'm writing, I feel the best songs of my life, and my life's awesome. And so why do I spend all this time like comparing it to something that is not,
Yeah,
it's, but it's a hard mental trap to get out of. And especially because when you bring in things like a label or a manager, other things, there are expectations or hope. And I keep trying to
yeah.
keep mine down. It's like, it's only about doing the work. I want
Mhm.
people to hear it, but I don't have expectations anymore. But somebody always like gets like really excited. This is the best thing you've ever done. It's great. We're gonna do
Yeah.
this. And then you go, really? and,
Uh-huh. But I think it's just that it's really sort of it's frustrating if you think of the how you normally have done it, like,
mm,
and what if you think of the past, then it's never going to be satisfying.
no,
You
you're
have to.
never gonna be 20 on a major label in the 90s again.
No,
it's like,
no, it's doomed if you can't
yeah.
think of it that way. I always try to think of it as like also this thing with playing new material, old material, like it's really really hard, and I always try to from when I made my first record, I always try to play the new stuff, and then my sort of not train my audience. That's not a nice thing to say, but so when you come to see me, you know that's probably what I'm gonna do, and
Hmm.
then it becomes fun and interesting for me. So it's not just going to play the same stuff. Like
Yeah.
if you're having fun with the music, then the audience can feel that, and then it becomes relevant or whatever.
Well, and
Uh,
I do that. I mean, having solo versus Toad for me, part of about solo, sometimes I'll want to play, I'll feel like I have the resource to play the old songs and give
sure.
people that. And
Yeah.
sometimes I'm really selfish about it. And the thing about going and playing, and my solo audience is much smaller, but they know that about me.
Mm-hmm.
And that way I can go on tour with Toad, and I know we're providing those memories from their childhood.
Yeah.
But the more I get to go on my own and play the stuff that's closer to my heart and the stuff that I just wrote and the stuff that makes me feel like an artist,
Mm-hmm.
if I can do that, then I can handle doing Toad. If Toad were my only outlet, I would
Mm-hmm.
not be happy. But the fact that I can do both works
Mm-hmm.
for me. Um,
But I think
the,
that
the
music it's much more. It's I think you communicate much more. It's much more about the chords and the words in that song. Like when you're playing music in front of an audience, you're making music, right? And
hmm
people just want to feel that you're having a good time and that you're doing
hmm
well, because that's making music. And of course, you want to hear some song that you like and that sort of thing. But ultimately, I would just want to see Glenn, because I love you, and I love hearing you talk, and seeing you on stage, and hearing your voice. I think it's much deeper and much more abstract than those songs. I think it's in the
I
sound of
agree.
someone's voice, and the choice of chords, or the
Yeah,
form of A and B, going from one place to another. I think it's a much more complicated thing than, oh, it's those four songs, and then when I kissed my girlfriend, when I heard that song.
totally. And
I
it's
think it's
seeing
much
the
more.
person, seeing someone who is enraptured in what they're doing. I mean, like I love looking at a stage, and part of you. I love the place you go when you sing. Like there's an expression on your face that I don't see anywhere else, and uh, there's that the flow state that a musician gets into, and there's being witness to that.
Mhm.
And thinking of albums too, like I always go, and it was almost, if there's a lyric of yours I'd relate it to, it's play a song for everyone and play it like it was the only one, you know,
Oh yeah.
and that like is as something when I get lost.
Hmm.
Um, as to the purpose of making art or singing songs, I come back to those lines, and I come back to you talking about album making and me
Hmm.
going, it's just, it's these last few songs and I'm just doing a snapshot of the moment. I don't know. I don't care what it's like, and it's like, and you just said, I feel you only get so many chances to put something out into the world, and every single one you put out should be something you think would be worthy as your last message to the world. Like that you should
Yeah.
treat it as if it is the last album you will ever make, and you should make it
Yeah, it should
important.
be extraordinary in every
Yeah.
way. Sure. Yeah, for sure.
And
Absolutely.
I think of that a lot. That's like one
Oh,
of my internal checks and balances in terms of
that's
like, what's the
very
work I'm
cool.
doing? Why do I do it? What should the
Yeah,
standard be? And it's
yeah,
like, standard should be high. Like,
yeah,
world's got
absolutely.
enough crap in it. Why put out more?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, you should come up this way, and we should make a record here. You could make
I
an EP or something up here.
I have lots of slow wintry songs. Maybe I'll send you a little batch of them.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. You should come up here.
okay, and you can put some strange monophonic rack Euro rack synthesizers on it. It'll just be me and an acoustic guitar and like it'll be great.
We can do the rants, and the mantras.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Mm. Did I play
Um
a song?
oh please. I think and should this cap our experience?
Sure, sure, sure.
A song for
Yeah.
everyone and like it was the last one you would ever sing in this live cast.
Okay. Okay. Let me do Home. You know my song Home?
Oh yeah, I love that song.
Let me do that one. That's one that I always feel like playing. I also feel like when I'm writing songs, I always try to think of that I have to. It should be a song that I want to sing always, and this is definitely one of them. Um, all right. Oh, then I do this. Oh, and then this microphone goes way here. It's gonna be a little boss here. Home is the sound of birds early in the morning. Home is a song I've always remembered. Home is the memory of my first day in school. Home is the books that I carry around. Home is an alley in a faraway town. Home is the places I've been and where I'd like to go. Home, I'm always gonna feel at home, no matter where I may roam. I'm always gonna find my way back home, no matter how far I'm gone. I'm always gonna feel this longing, no matter where I might stay. Home is a feather twirling in the air. Home is flowers in a windowsill. Home is all the things she said to me. Home is a photo I never threw away. Home is the smile on my face when I die. Home is the taste of an apple pie. I met a woman, she always lived in the same place. And she said, home is where you're born and raised. I met a man, he sat looking out to the sea. And he said, home is where you want to be. I met a girl in some downtown bar. And she said, I'll have whatever he's having. I asked her how come we never met before. And she said, all my life I've been trying to get a place of my own. I'm always gonna feel at home, no matter where I may roam. I'm always gonna find my way back home, no matter how far I'm gone. I'm always gonna feel this longing, no matter where I might stay. Yay!
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. This is super fun.
I'm so glad. It's really great to hear your face and hear your voice. Hear your face, see your face, and hear your voice. Synesthesia, you know?
Yeah.
um,
Likewise. Super nice.
yeah.
And see you all of a sudden, right?
See you all of a sudden. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I should have run out there in the fall when it was vaguely possible. Oh wow.
Maybe you would have been stuck or something. It's
worst
impossible.
places to be stuck.
Yeah.
Freya would never forgive me though if I was stuck in the Faroes and she
Yeah,
couldn't go.
that would be super weird.
Yeah, but so good to see you. And once again, just to remind all the people like listening, watching, thank you guys for showing up. And if you want to contribute to Amnesty International, no matter how small an amount, it's just throwing in a little bit that way will do some good in the world. And so,
fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much again, Teitur, and
Yay.
look forward to talking to you again soon, one-on-one, without all these interlopers.
See you, man.
All right, love you. Bye.
Take care, bye, everyone.